pressure. Be careful, don't slip. Go on faster. Right. Pete!
In my end is my beginning. That's what they say, isn't it? My end, my beginning.
I miss him so much.
On a chat with Robbie Heyman, remembering Pete and talking about our plans for the future.
Can't tell you how grateful we are.
I didn't do anything.
You risked your life.
Anyone would have done the same.
You're the best friend in the world, Mike. More than a friend.
Come on, mate.
One day I'll repay you. Something really special.
Well, when I first saw Ellie, insubstantial as a dream.
Are you thinking of buying?
Oh. It's out of my league, I'm afraid, madam.
Just passing through, are you?
Yes, madam.
Working, I imagine.
Driving an old couple around.
Yes, sir. It is such a lovely corner of the world, don't you think, Mr.
Rogers.
Marple, Jane Marple. I'm not from these parts either. I'm just staying with an old friend who has recently lost her husband.
Oh.
One can find it all too easy to lose touch.
I'm sure one can, madam.
There's really no need to call me madam.
Oh, no, sorry, madam. That's... There I go again.
Yes, this is an unhappy house, one hears.
In what way?
I'm not the person to ask, Mr. Rogers, but they do say that the gypsies have put a curse on it.
Well, why would they go and do a thing like that?
Well, it's all a superstition, of course. The locals take it very seriously. My old friend Marjorie, she insists on a brisk walk before luncheon. It's been so nice to meet you, Mr. Rogers.
Miss Marple?
Oh, Marjorie, I've just met the sweetest one.
A gypsy's curse. That was a new one. So I thought I'd take a peek. It wasn't a ruin I was looking at. It was my destiny. Gypsy's acre. I'd knock it down, build the most fantastic house, and there you'd have it. My future. Michael Rogers, country squire. Sounded good to me.
What are you up to?
Just having a look?
Thinking of buying?
Yes.
Sofa, are you?
That's right.
Best foot forward, Jane. The sooner we finish, the sooner we eat.
What's messing up? Oh, tell me. What happened there?
The last owners died. All of them.
How?
You're out of your depth, sonny. Go back to Mummy.
Tell me.
Read your palm for sixpence.
Go on then. Hang on then. Gonna be rich, am I?
Every night and every morn, some to misery are born. Every morn and every night, some are born to sweet delight.
Sixpence for that? You're having a laugh.
Some are born to sweet delight.
Some are born to endless night.
But I had to put my dreams of Gypsy's Acre on hold and return to London. Turned my hand to lots of things, but never stuck at them. Not that I'm lazy, just sort of restless. All that war stuff, austerity, know your place. Time for a change, I reckon. I wasn't sure how. Then one day, time to kill, I found myself in Bond Street, so I thought I'd do a bit of window shopping. And something caught my eye. No, he seemed a nice enough bloke. So I popped in and asked the price. 25 grand. I needed a stiff one after that. Thanks, man. Robbie. An architect.
Yes.
Always did have a bit of artistic bent.
What have you been up to?
What haven't I been up to? Stable boy, fruit picker, waiter, lifeguard.
Lifeguard.
I was a chauffeur for a while, driving these pompous old gits around here and on the continent. Stinking rich they were, forever looking down their noses. But I was nice as pie.
I can imagine.
Always ended up with a whacking great tip. It's a nasty cough you got there.
I'm not too clever.
You should get that scene too.
I haven't forgotten you now.
What?
Trying to save Pete.
Oh, that was ages ago. Get a load of that.
I could build you a house. I know exactly what you like.
And do you know exactly how much I got in my post office savings?
One poor doesn't mean you have to stay poor.
Good old Robbie. Ever the romantic.
I'm serious.
It's a dream, mate. It's just a dream.
So, to the gentleman at the back. Now, ladies and gentlemen...
We can't keep you away, can we?
No, afraid not, Miss Martin.
Day off, is it?
I've moved on.
Oh, I was wondering where that smart uniform had gone.
I'm just a humble barman now.
Where were we? 2,250.
Gypsy's acre still casting its spell, though.
The trouble is, when I want something...
Oh, and everyone has to be tenacious these days. All a little cut and thrust for my liking.
The house didn't get sold, so I decided to take another look. And that's how I came to meet Ellie. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to,
That's quite all right. I wasn't expecting to meet anybody either. Such a lonely spot. Sort of scary.
Old ruins can get you like that.
It's up for auction today.
I've just come from there as it happens.
Do you know if it was sold?
Didn't meet its reserve. Are you thinking of buying?
No.
I can't think of anything better.
It's rather decrepit.
Oh, yeah, but you put it all down. Build something really special. And a view. Whoa. If you cleared all this away, then, voila. A beautiful jewel. A house for lovers. So I told her about Robbie and how we'd dreamt of the future. How I'd tried to save his brother's life and how he'd offered to repay me. I think he's consumptive.
Oh, but that's awful. I'd like a house like that. Built out of love. What's your name?
Mike. Mike Rogers.
Vanilla Goodman. But my friends call me Ellie.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Ellie.
You're not welcome here.
What are you playing at?
This is Gypsy's land, and they drove us off.
I thought it was up for sale.
Bad luck come to whoever buys it. There's a curse on this land. Clear up if you know what's good for you.
This is Mrs. Lee. She gets money out of people by telling their fortunes.
I know things, young lady, it'd be wise for you to know.
All right, then. Amaze me.
What do I see?
What is it? What's wrong?
Forget this place. Forget you ever saw it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Go where you're loved, where you're cared for. This isn't the place for you.
Something happened up there, didn't it? That's why it's going cheap. What was it, Mike? Tell me.
Apparently, the people that live
They
there...
all died. It was a murder. A man and his wife and another man. The husband shot the other two and then shot himself.
Wasn't there some doubt about the verdict?
No doubt at all. It was all perfectly true.
Marjorie, you're frightening the poor girl.
No, I want to know.
That place is cursed.
Jane Marple, by the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting my manners. This is Vanilla Goodman.
Philpott, Marjorie, widow.
We met a few days later in London. Ellie had mentioned it was her 21st in a few weeks' time. So I thought I'd show her I meant business. Happy birthday. Chalk and cheese. That's us.
How do you mean?
Well, you're rich, and I'm not. I gradually got to know more about her. Her parents were dead, and she couldn't stand her stepmother. She told me she could never do what she wanted and made out that money wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Don't you have any friends?
I've got one. Greta.
Huh?
A sort of chaperone. She's a godsend.
What's she like?
Oh, she's marvellous. And she's beautiful, too.
Was it Greta who suggested you go to Gypsy's Acre that day?
I'm allowed some secrets, aren't I? Oh, I can't wait to be 21. After that, I'll be able to do what I like.
Don't you think I ought to meet your family?
No, but they've made such a fuss. Can we go on as we are?
That's what you want?
It's just so nice to have somebody one can make believe with.
And we did a lot of that. Then she was gone, whisked off to the south of France by her family to celebrate her 21st birthday. But I couldn't settle. I called the auctioneers and heard that Gypsy's Acre had been sold. All those dreams, all come to nothing. And I decided to see my mum.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
The usual, then.
How have you been?
About the same. You had many jobs since I last saw you?
4 or 5.
And what are you doing now?
I'm a chauffeur.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
You threw in the towel, went sick. Dumped your clients on the continent or wherever.
How do you know that?
Firm rang me, wanted your address. Why didn't you report to them when you got back?
I'd had a fish to fry.
What's happened?
Nothing.
Something has. I can tell.
You know all about me, don't you?
I know when you're up to no good. A girl, is it?
In a way.
What kind of girl?
The right kind.
Am I going to meet her?
No.
You're worried I'd disapprove.
I wouldn't pay attention if you did.
Oh, but you would, Michael. You take notice of me. You always have. I'm the only person who really knows you. What is it you want?
Nothing.
You always want something.
Money.
To spend on her.
For a suit. Get married him.
You're going to marry her.
You should have me. Never coming back, you know. Never. After Ellie got back, there was a confidence about her I hadn't seen before. And do you know that I love you?
Of course I do.
So, what are we going to do about it?
We're going to get married and then live in a house on Gypsy's Acre that Robbie Heyman will have built for us. That's what you want, isn't it?
Ellie, I don't know how to tell you this.
What?
Gypsy's Acre's been sold. So sorry. What's so funny?
The look on your face, silly boy. I know it's been sold. I'm the person who's bought it. My lawyer set the whole thing up, ready for me to sign as soon as I came of age.
You got lawyers?
Of course.
What about the deposit?
Mike, I have a lot of money.
You told me.
But I mean a lot. So I've spoken with my lawyers, and all it needs is for your say-so.
I think you're missing the point, Miss Goodman. This is not a business deal. It's a personal gesture of gratitude.
And with your talent and my money, we can see it come to fruition.
This isn't exactly how I imagined it.
How do you mean, Robbie?
Would you be happy with such an arrangement?
Of course I would. Because of Ellie, we can actually have what we'd only dreamt of.
And you always get what you want. Don't you, Mike?
So how about it, Mr. Heyman?
As you wish.
Good. Mike?
It so happens that I had drawn some preliminary sketches.
You haven't seen the site yet?
Well, I popped down one weekend. Best be prepared, I thought.
Raring to go. I like that.
You're in love with a house that might never have been built. Is this something that might capture your heart?
That's it. That's absolutely it.
Yes. Yes, it's perfect.
You sound terrible.
You're very brave.
When something is certain, there's nothing to be brave about. It gives me the strangest feeling of power. If I'm going to die anyway, I can do what I want. I mean, what's to stop me from robbing a bank? Even shooting someone? What's to stop you from walking down the streets and shooting anyone I choose? Think of that. Firing at random, shoppers dropping like flies.
Well, they'd hang you.
If I hadn't died first. A heady proposition. Don't you think?
This is it.
Ellie made me give up my job. But before giving up my bedsit, she was determined to spend a night there. How the other half lives, I suppose.
Robbie's kind of odd, isn't he? Sort of frightening.
He didn't seem very frightened.
The way he looked at me.
What way was that?
He didn't warm to me. That's all.
I didn't notice.
Then I expect he didn't notice the way he looked at you.
That's what arty types do. They take everything in.
I don't mean that.
And I don't know what you mean.
Supposing when he's built the house, he came in after us, closed the door, and cut our throats.
Where did that come from?
Perhaps it's all the talk of a curse.
No, hey.
Trouble is, I dream too much.
Well, dream of this.
Gypsy woman.
What about?
I saw her.
You were just dreaming.
Mike.
She's really got to you, hasn't she? Look. If you think we should live somewhere else.
No. No, I want to live there. Gypsy's acre is mine, ours. And that's how I want it to be.
And so we got married in a suburban registry office, all arranged by the beautiful Greta. We did the grand tour for our honeymoon and ended up in Rome. The family's going to be hopping that.
And they'll be down on us like a cloud of
I'm a
vultures.
big boy. I can take it.
They'll probably try to buy you off, although they wouldn't put it so crudely.
You mean I could trade you in?
The fancy took you. My stepmother, Cora, has been married 4 times. I made a fortune out of it. Of course, I rather hope you won't trade me in.
It's kill for a decent pint. Probably won't be too happy with Greta either.
She won't mind. She's tough.
Won't it stop her getting another job?
She won't need to. She'll be coming to live with us.
No, she won't.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't want anyone living with us.
But I don't know what I'd do without her. We wouldn't be married if it weren't for
I
her.
won't have her interfering.
You haven't even met her yet. And keep your voice down.
Yeah, I know I haven't. But don't we want to be by ourselves? In our own house? Isn't that what you want, Ellie?
Oh, my darling. Darling Mike.
What are they doing here?
Mr. Rogers.
It's Marple.
Marjorie, it's Mr. Rogers.
Who?
Well, you know, the young man that we had tea with at George.
Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, and Miss Goodman.
Oh, yes, Goodman.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Isn't it, though?
Oh, Marjorie has always wanted to visit Rome.
But the Major couldn't abide Italians.
And it is so entrancing this time of year.
You're Cora Van Stuyvesant's stepdaughter, aren't you?
Yes.
The penny suddenly dropped after I'd met you in the village.
You know her, then?
I do, as it happens, although I can't say I like her.
Oh, Marjorie.
Very few people do.
What a small world.
You were curious about that miserable pile, Gypsy's Acre, as I recall.
That's right.
Well, you might be interested to hear that it's been sold. Good riddance.
I know. I bought it.
Oh, I see.
We've been wondering who had.
So it won't be miserable for much longer.
Does Cora know?
She hasn't a clue.
You surely don't intend living there alone?
Oh, no. I'll be living there with my husband.
I didn't know you had one.
Well, now you do. And what's more, we're on our honeymoon.
Good gracious.
Congratulations.
Cora didn't say.
Cora doesn't know.
But she will now.
As soon as we got back to England, the vultures descended. First, we got a grilling from the family lawyer, Lippincott.
On the run. I was doing no such thing.
What did you expect?
If I'd done it any other way, there would have been the most frightful fuss.
The people who care for you were bound to be a little agitated.
Cora doesn't care for me. And if you think of it, Uncle Andrew, I've saved everybody a lot of trouble.
Others might say you've been very deceitful. Aided and abetted by someone who should have known better.
Greta only did what I asked her to.
She abused her position.
You mustn't blame Ellie, sir. It was easier for Greta rather than me to get in touch with you all.
So, do you propose to live in this house you're building, Ellie?
Of course I do.
Ellie's a British subject now, sir.
Vanilla can live in any country she chooses. She has properties all over. Now, if you wouldn't mind excusing us for a minute, my dear, I would like to have a little word with this husband of yours. I am so glad you're safe. I trust you don't mind me speaking frankly, Rogers.
Call me Mike. Now we're family.
She's a delightful girl, and in some ways, very, very vulnerable. You're not the kind of man I should have wished her to marry. As her guardian and a trustee of her affairs, I would have preferred someone of her own set. But that horse for now is bolted.
Well, this horse has no intention of bolting, sir. In it to the finishing line. That's me.
Best intentions are as good a start as any, I suppose.
I'm nothing, sir. Nobody. My dad was a drunk and my mum slaved to get me an education. If I'm honest, I think I was always a bit of a disappointment to her. She won't accept that I want to get on. But since I met Ellie, for the first time, life looks bright.
And this house that you're building?
It's going to be a gem, sir. A mate of mine, Robbie Hayman's, designed it. Very up and coming, so they say.
Yeah, but not very well, I gather.
You know him.
Dying, in fact.
You people certainly do your homework.
It's very impressive. I saw it yesterday, and I also spoke to the solicitor who oversaw the purchase. He told me that it was acquired at a remarkably low price. But he did not advance an opinion as to why that was.
It's got a curse on it, sir. A gypsy's curse.
Well, now I've heard it all.
Shall I, get Ellie back in, sir?
One more thing, Rogers. Greta Anderson. I presume you've met her.
No.
Well, I am surprised. Was she not at your wedding?
No, she wasn't.
That is odd. Very odd. And Ellie hasn't suggested that you meet her.
Once or twice, maybe. But I don't want to share her with anyone.
Quite right. I don't think that Greta's companionship is particularly desirable.
You gave us the most terrible shot marrying so secretly.
Cora, Ellie's stepmother. She was a two-faced bitch.
But of course, we all know it was that Greta woman put you up to it.
Ah, Greta. What a girl.
Frank Stanford, another of Ellie's trustees. He's a fishy customer.
I could just see her in one of those Hamburg bars in heels and leather. You know what I mean?
And even touched me for a few quid.
I hope you're behaving yourself, Frank.
As good as gold. Incorrigible.
We don't want you corrupting that poor boy. If only we'd known how very charming Michael was going to be.
Ellie had generously raised her allowance, which Cora knew would be stopped if she didn't behave herself.
Won't you all join us for dinner?
Well, very kind of you, my dear. But I think, we all must get back to town. So, will Fräulein Greta be moving in with you?
I don't think so.
You might change your mind when you see her.
Sorry.
The happy couple.
Greta! Greta, meet Mike.
Nice to meet you.
Were they too ghastly?
They gave me the sack.
So what will you do?
Oh, I've got a job lined up in London.
But are you all right?
Darling, how can I not be with that lovely check you sent me?
You deserve every penny.
Has the cat got your tongue?
He's strong and silent, aren't you, darling? Like no one you've ever met.
That does sound exciting. Pass me the pepper, darling.
I can't wait for you to see our house.
I saw it first day I got back to England. Thank you. That architect, what a clever young man.
You must meet him.
I already have. I must say he looks as if he will give up the ghost at any minute.
I can't wait for us to move in.
That will be quite soon by the look of it. So, Mike, tell me, what do you think of Ellie's so-called family?
Well,
Leeches all, believe me.
They'll go away soon enough, darling.
Let the poor boy speak for himself.
This gift. It's very thoughtful of Miss Marple. What a sweet lady she is.
yes.
You do like Greta, don't you?
Of course I do.
I couldn't bear it if you didn't. You hardly said a word.
I hardly got the chance.
And when you did, you hardly looked at her.
I was nervous.
Why?
She's quite awesome, you know? Like a Valkyrie.
Mike, that is a terrible thing to say.
I just wished well, I wish that you weren't quite so dependent on her. I suppose I'm a little bit jealous.
Silly boy. It's true. She meant everything to me. Till you came along.
It's open.
You're supposed to carry her over the threshold.
Where were you, Heidi?
Robbie, it's beautiful.
You're a genius. Here's to our new life.
Let's hope you haven't started as you mean to go on. I'll show you around. Do you like it, don't you?
It's wonderful.
You do, don't you, Mike?
Of course I do.
Take care. There are bad people out there.
Thanks, Robbie.
Promise kept. No more, no less.
For a moment, I thought he might be losing it. Then I put it down to the medication. Well, at least he didn't cut our throats.
He is a bit creepy, though. Don't you think?
He's not very well.
I haven't a clue what he was talking about.
Artistic temperament or something. Anyway, we got what we want. We're safe now. Who the hell did that? No one. Ellie. Sweetheart. It's just a tiny cut. Just a little sliver.
Why would anyone do that?
Probably local lads.
There's something else, Mike. Something we don't know about. They want to drive us away.
Of course they don't.
That gypsy woman was right.
She's crazy. She should be locked up.
We've done exactly what she told us not to.
No one will drive us away. Do you understand? No one. Ellie insisted on a housewarming. I couldn't think of anything worse. We'd hired staff regimented by a recently acquired manservant, Winslow. He'd been recommended by Andrew Lippincott. The family tentacles spread wide. And Ellie was convinced he was there to spy on us.
She does love her food.
Perhaps she's compensating for her loss. Do you know who those two are?
Oh, yes, that's Dr. Shaw. Somewhat of the older school, Marjorie says. Doesn't dispense pills like sweeties. And the young lady is Claudia Hardcastle. Very keen on horses.
And she and Ellie should get on. Ellie loves riding.
Her husband was a rich American. Stanford, I think his name was. But it failed at the first hurdle. Poor Anastasia. She is a little overbearing, isn't she? Did you know that she's looking for a house around here?
Now that is bad news. You're a fount of knowledge, Miss Marple.
Marjorie likes to keep her ear to the ground.
I wish I could talk to my mum like I talk to you.
I don't think Kingston Bishop has ever seen anything quite like that before.
Why, Greta, you look like something out of a burlesque.
I ought to make a move.
You've done your friend proud, Mr. Heyman.
He always was the clever one.
Bit of a swat.
And I was always getting into scrapes.
Well, you know what they say. Opposites attract.
It's ridiculous, really. But horses give me the most violent hay fever.
I have the exact same thing, but I have these wonderful allergy capsules.
If Claudia ever finds another husband, it'll probably be off a stud farm.
Don't be so unkind, Marjorie. Who knows what's round the corner?
Certainly not around the one that leads up to Gypsy's Acre.
Strange things have happened round that corner.
Well, there's always an explanation for everything.
I might cut those trees down, lighten it up a bit.
Can't go round cutting down our trees.
They're not your trees, Marjorie. Mr. Rogers can do what he wants.
Oh, I detest change. I always have. The Major was the same. That's why I married him.
So I imagine you don't like this house, then?
I certainly don't. It's far too modern. It looks like a furniture department.
This is Robbie Heyman, Marjorie, the architect.
Splendid.
I hear old Esther Lee's been making a nuisance of herself.
According to her, we're cursed.
A bit dotty, I think.
I expect she's quite harmless. I shouldn't have been so scared.
As bad as that.
It was more of a threat than a warning.
Well, that does seem a bit odd. Not like her at all. You know, I feel quite responsible for old Esther.
Why's that?
She saved my brother's life.
Really?
Fished a little blighter out of a pond when he'd gone through the ice.
It was nothing.
Let's take a look.
No, it's nothing. Fine. Fine.
It was hearing about the doctor's brother, wasn't it?
That old gypsy managed to save him, but I didn't save Pete.
You tried your best. And Robbie knows you did.
I couldn't get him out.
It's 18th century or 19th or something. Anyway, it's
I'd got what I wanted, but I hadn't counted on the mother-in-law. She'd seen a house that had taken her fancy about half an hour away. The thought of her coming around for a cup of sugar made me heave.
Wouldn't that be heaven?
We were still exploring our property, and one day we discovered a folly hidden away in the woods, which we decided to do up ourselves.
I love it. Now all we need is for the path to be cleared.
Oh, no. That's our secret. Only we need to know about that.
That is so romantic.
Nothing to worry about. Just a sprain.
I'm so glad you came, Greta.
If you want me to stay, that is...
That won't be necessary.
Oh, but I'd love that.
I would like to stay.
Good.
Besides, Ellie is not very strong.
Medically qualified, are you, Miss Anderson?
She has a delicate constitution.
It's just a sprain.
I did not mean her ankle. There has been concern about her heart.
That was nothing.
You never told me.
If you'd like a checkup.
There's no need.
I think it's a good idea.
Are you on medication?
Only allergy pills. These.
It shouldn't do you any harm.
I also take sleeping pills.
No, that's not such a good idea. We'll take a look.
A specialist in London. Knows how anything. Ellie means the world to me.
She means the world to me, that's why I married her. Can't help myself, can you? Always boxing people around.
I will leave if that is what you want.
Please stop. Both of you, that's enough.
Darling, I'm sorry.
Didn't realize you hated each other so much.
We don't hate each other, darling. You know I am a little hot in the head.
And you know what my temper's like.
It is only because we care for you.
And you must try to get along with one another.
I promise.
I'm so sorry to intrude.
Miss Marple.
I should have telephoned, I know, but I needed a little break.
Is everything all right?
Yes, it's just that Marjorie has mislaid a brooch, and it crossed her mind that she may have dropped it at your party.
I'm sure it would have showed up by now.
Yes.
I will look, and get Winslow to look too.
Oh, I would be so grateful.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. Marjorie will be chafing at the bit for her supper.
If we find the brooch.
Oh, that would be so kind. Thank you.
Let's get you inside. Ellie seemed unsettled, but was always happy to go riding with Claudia, or sometimes by herself.
And nearly ran someone over.
On that corner?
Yes, some old gypsy type. She was standing right in the middle of the road. It is a miracle I didn't hit her. She said we shall all go back where we came from and shook her fist. Did you have a good ride?
Yes, thank you.
Have you seen her lately?
No.
Yes, I'm very sure.
She said, I've warned them before and I shan't warn them again. She said, it's death I see and their house will fall in ruins. Most impertinent.
You're exaggerating.
It is what she said. Silly old fool.
And it didn't end there.
Roger!
Not now, Miss Marple.
What's happened?
If you must know, we're being hassled by that wretched gypsy woman.
Mrs. Lee!
Yes, scaring the life out of her. She keeps popping up all over the place. And this morning left a dead bird on the step with a threatening note attached. She's overstepped the mark this time.
But, Mr. Roger...
Please excuse me.
Mrs. Lee?
It's not like Mrs. Lee to make threats. You know if anyone's got it in for you and your wife, Mr.
I'd
Rogers?
say that's most unlikely.
She has done something similar before. Gave someone the evil eye, so to speak. And we find out someone paid her to do it. Anyway, I'll have a word.
Thank you, Sergeant.
When she gets back,
Gets back.
she goes on walkabout. It's a gypsy in her.
A few days later, I got a note from my mother. I'd sent her a large cheque to use as she wanted. It's from my man. Stubborn as they come.
She does love you, though, even though she might not show it.
You sound very certain. Ellie?
Now, Mike, don't get mad, but I went to see her.
What?
Just didn't seem right that we hadn't met.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was going to.
What did she say?
Nothing.
What did she say?
She said you're afraid of her.
Afraid?
Because she knows too much about you. Well, that hit home, didn't it?
You should have told me!
Why are you so angry?
We should have secrets from each other!
Everybody has secrets, and you know it.
I'll fix that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose my temper.
Doesn't bother me. Not afraid of you.
To make it up to her, I decided to buy Ellie a real classy birthday present.
That's lovely, Michael.
It's Ellie's birthday next week. I want it to be a surprise.
Very good taste you have. Do you have a German friend?
No, she's out riding. Goethe's gone to London for the day with Claudia Hardcastle. Actually, we're meeting for tea. Why don't you join us?
Oh, thank you. I do think it's strange, though, don't you, Michael, that Mrs. Lee should leave her handbag if she was going away for a while. With money in it, too, and in an unlocked cottage. Marjorie says she never locks the door. I've told Sergeant Keane, and he said they'll keep an eye out. You look worried, Michael.
Oh, it's just Ellie. She seems to be running rather late. Probably because Goethe's in London.
She's very dependent on Miss Anderson, isn't she?
No, she relies on her for everything. Do you mind if we went back? See what's going on?
No, no.
That's Frank Stanford.
Wasn't that Claudia Hardcastle with him?
I think it was.
Except she's not in London after all.
I thought you said they'd split up.
Well, they have. Perhaps they decided to get together again. I wonder why.
She got money.
Yes.
There's your answer. She still hadn't turned up. So Winslow and a stable boy came with us to look for her. Any sign? Oh my God! Hey!
Get Dr. Shaw!
All I can say is that she's been dead for 3 or 4 hours.
Was anything broken?
It doesn't seem to be. I'll have a better idea when I've made a complete examination.
Perhaps it was shock.
You don't die of shock.
Anyway, these questions will be addressed at the inquest.
It could have been that gypsy that frightened her. I was walking down the road this morning and I saw her.
You saw Mrs. Lee?
I think it was her.
Where was she going?
The path into the woods. She could have scared the horse.
If it was her.
And my poor Ellie. Gone forever. Within a day or two, Andrew Lippincott had flown in. She would want to be buried here at Gypsy's Acre.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. She needs to be laid to rest with her forebears. We can, however, arrange for the funeral to be held while you're in America dealing with the estate. I presume you are aware that Ellie made you the principal beneficiary.
Didn't even know she made a will.
Oh, yes. Just after you were married. I can arrange for a reputable lawyer to safeguard your interests. With a fortune like yours, you're going to need the best advice. Mr. Rogers, you should trust nobody.
The inquest seemed unreal.
Death, I would say, was...
Dr. Shaw's evidence was inconclusive.
Did you detect any specific organic injury that might have explained her death?
No. It's my belief she died from heart failure, caused by shock.
Greta, who'd been in a terrible state when she heard what had happened, was more insistent about Ellie's heart condition.
She had a heart problem 3 or 4 years ago.
Do you know what sort of heart problem it was, Miss Anderson?
No. But her family always stressed that she should not overdo things.
Then he called me.
Did Mrs. Lee ever threaten your wife?
In a sense, yes. I never really thought she meant it.
Did she hold any particular grudge against her?
My wife thought so, but she couldn't see why. She believed our land belonged to her or a tribe, whatever they call themselves.
Was she ever violent?
No. She just banged on about putting a curse on us.
Did she ever mention the word death?
I think she did. We didn't take her seriously, at least I didn't.
And your wife?
Well, the old woman could be rather alarming.
Where is Mrs. Lee?
No one knows, sir. She hasn't been seen for several weeks.
Did she not leave an address?
She often goes off without telling anybody.
So you couldn't have seen her the morning of Mrs. Rogers' death?
Maybe she popped back for the day.
Then the coroner adjourned proceedings until they'd tracked her down. Do you think she's coming back for the day?
I suppose it's possible. Gypsies do go hither and thither.
What if she planned to come back? What if she'd had a motive?
A motive?
Yeah. What if someone was paying her to frighten Ellie?
I think that's a little dramatic, Michael. Where did you get that idea?
Sergeant King said it had happened once before.
Good heavens. Well, I did find all that money in her cottage. Even so, to deliberately cause an accident.
If this person wanted to get rid of us, then there must be some reason for wanting the land to go back on the market.
You don't know who?
This came through the window this morning.
It was a woman who killed your wife.
I think she's gone to Earth because she knows we're looking for her.
And if someone's paying her, she'd be anxious to keep away.
Well, someone else would be anxious too. This has all got a bit out of hand.
So when Mrs. Lee is found...
Well, she'll spill the beans. Someone wouldn't like that, and they'd have to silence her pretty quickly.
Are you saying Mrs. Lee might have been killed?
How did you know about this place?
Well, poor Ellie mentioned something about it.
Did she know?
This is quite a walk, isn't it?
You shouldn't be wandering the woods alone, Miss Marple.
Well, I must detain you. Oh, no. Goodbye then, Miss Anderson.
I'm so sorry, Mike, about your loss.
Yes.
I hear you're off to America quite soon.
Who told you that?
I simply presumed you would be. Anyway, there was something I wanted to ask you. It's just that if you're putting the house on the market, I'd rather like first refusal. I'm prepared to pay.
I shan't be selling, Claudia, not at any price. You're married, weren't you?
Yes.
To Frank Stanford.
Grant this mercy, O Lord, we beseech thee, for thy servant departed, that she may not receive in punishment the requital of her deeds, who in desire to keep thy will. And as the true faith
In New York, I was out of my depth and couldn't wait to get back home.
so may thy mercy...
The Ellie I had known had flown, returned to her own kind.
With the mercy of God, rest in peace.
Go back where you belong, Ellie.
My condolences.
Thanks.
You must be very pleased with yourself. You've taken everything. And now my little girl. Well done.
She was never your little girl. Then it transpired that Stanford had given me some bad advice. Frank Stanford advised me to get rid of some mining properties because the title deeds were dodgy, so I checked with the lawyer. There's nothing wrong with it. I suspect he's a crook.
I suspect you're right.
Would you be willing to accept power of attorney?
As far as financial matters are concerned, you can trust me, absolutely. Will you continue to live at Gypsy's Acre?
Yes.
A large house, for one.
I still employ Winslow, as you know. Greta's still there.
Yes. Greta.
I don't know how I'd have coped without her.
I sent you a letter.
Well, I look forward to reading it. Thanks for your help.
You have nothing to thank me for. By the way, do you know Claudia Hardcastle?
A little. Why?
She's dead. She was thrown from her horse a day or two ago. Bon voyage. I want to see Mike.
You look terrible.
Where is he?
He won't be back until this evening.
It's too late. I have to go to the hospital. I need to see him.
There's nothing I can do.
God.
Is there a message I can pass on to him?
No, I don't think there is.
The thing is, Mr. Heyman, I have to go out.
I could come in, write him a note.
But there's no one here.
I won't get another chance. You can trust me. We're old friends.
There's a desk in the study. It is up the stairs.
No, I decided.
I'd arrived by train to avoid seeing anyone. It was probably because I was dog-tired. Winslow to pour me a large drink and have an early night. There was something I had to do first.
For old time's sake, darling. Now we have the money to go anywhere and have adventures. Wouldn't you like that, darling? What's the matter?
I saw Ellie walking up the road just now. I think I saw her.
Didn't they put her in a coffin?
The point is, she didn't see me.
That's because she wasn't there.
It was like I wasn't there. Could say that. I wasn't there.
This is stupid talk.
Could have been happy, you know. Married to her.
I know what this is. Those monsters in America. They have been getting into your brain. That is how they work. This came for you. Lippincott writing, dripping poison, no doubt. It's a cutting from a Hamburg newspaper.
And the old fox knew all along.
Not necessarily. Someone probably sent him this because they recognized me.
When he knows we're going to be married, I suspect.
Michael, you are panicking.
No, he will. He's wily. He knows, and I wouldn't be surprised if Winslow's in on it too. I saw him at the window on my way over here.
But you couldn't have. I let him go yesterday.
And who was it?
A trick of the light.
Something's wrong, Greta. We're not safe. You're not safe.
Michael? Miss Anderson? Mr. Winslow? Mr. Winslow? Michael,
Miss Marple,
welcome home.
I thought we had an intruder, but false alarm. You seem to have a knack, don't you, of turning up in the right place at the wrong time?
If this is inconvenient.
How can I help you?
Well, I thought you might be interested to hear that they've found Mrs. Lee.
She's certainly given us the runaround.
She's dead, Michael. They found her in the quarry.
It's pretty grim, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Anything else, Miss Marple? I'm quite tired of the journey. To be honest, I'm quite tired altogether. Getting married, you know.
So soon?
No point hanging around. To Greta.
Well, I hardly know her, of course, but in a way that strikes me as rather a good match.
What way would that be, Miss Marple?
Both restless, living your lives on the very edge of wealth, most tantalizing, I should imagine. When did you first meet her? Europe, was it? Chauffeuring your elderly clients around?
In Hamburg. Yes.
A meeting of minds. How lovely. She must have been like a breath of fresh air. Young, beautiful.
Oh, you can say that again.
And not a moral between you. I misjudged you, Michael, for a little while, anyway. But then you are quite a charmer.
So they say.
Whose idea was it?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do. To make Ellie fall in love with you?
Do you know something, Miss Marple? You disappoint me. You're just like any other old spinster, aren't you? You can't keep your nose out.
And then kill her for her money?
The problem is, Miss Marple, you're far too easy to talk to. Just like Greta.
I can put you in the way of marrying one of the richest girls in the world. I look after her bosom buddy. Play it right and she will go mad for you.
I told her about this place. She thought it'd be the perfect setting. She arranged that I'd see Ellie on the road, as if by accident. Greta was a great planner. But something was niggling me. It's not enough. I don't want to be kept.
Wives do die, you know. You are not shocked. I knew you wouldn't be.
Ellie was so sweet. If I'd tried, if I'd really tried, I could have loved her.
But you killed her, didn't you, Michael? Her allergy capsule, you filled it with cyanide and made sure she took it the morning she died.
How do you know that?
I worked it out when Claudia died. Marjorie and I were walking on the downs and found her. Cyanide. I can smell it. You didn't mean her to die, but she got hold of one of the allergy capsules. It was in the Folly, wasn't it, that you and Greta prepared them, split them in two, and filled them with poison? And Claudia, as Ellie's friend, went there because she dropped her lighter.
That's ridiculous, really, but Mrs. give me the most violent hay fever.
Saw the capsules, recognized them as perfectly innocent allergy medication, and helped herself for the next time she went riding. If Claudia's body had lain in the open for too long, as Ellie's did, there would have been nothing to smell.
Filling those capsules was tricky business. I thought we were so clever.
But not clever enough.
Ellie means the world to me.
She means the world to me. That's why I married
That
her.
row that you and Greta had,
I will leave.
it was a sham, wasn't it? I thought perhaps that it was staged in order to deflect from the fact that you were having an affair. I didn't know you had murder in mind. And the capsule, and the lighter, and poor Claudia's death. I was as certain as I could be. Did you kill Mrs. Lee, Michael?
You tell me.
From what I've heard, I don't think she would ever have frightened Ellie without a little sweetener. And if Ellie was frightened, then when you killed her, it would seem more feasible that she died of shock. But when Mrs. Lee realized what a dangerous man you were, she became frightened for Ellie.
And took the cash while warning Ellie to have nothing to do with me. Well, I couldn't have that now, could I? So Greta stood in for her a couple of times. Wasn't that difficult? Ellie was so suggestible by then.
How could you say you could ever have loved that poor girl when all the time you were planning to kill her?
It gets you after a while. Trains the life out of you.
You know every trick in the book, don't you? But the path you take, Michael, is down to you. Where is Greta, by the way?
Robbie, I thought you were in London.
We'd always presumed it came off in the struggle.
What?
Dropped to the bottom and sank into the mud.
What are you going on about?
This afternoon,
You look terrible.
I found it in a drawer.
You're not making any sense, Robbie.
This Pete's watch. What the hell are you doing with it? You took it, didn't you? When he was drowning.
No.
He was never without it. You must have done.
That's not true. It's not true.
Why on earth would you steal it when you were trying to save him?
But you weren't, were you, Michael? That's why you broke your glass at the party and Dr. Shaw mentioned his brother. The memory was too much to bear.
You never meant to save him, did you? Did you? You killed my little brother for a wristwatch. All this one big lie. And I thought that you were truly my friend.
Let me get you a doctor.
I always thought, in spite of everything, that there might be a glimmer. Just a glimmer of light. But now it's too late.
Greta was a great planner. That's what you said.
Slip of the tongue.
Why, Michael? Why?
You get a taste for it.
Every morn and every night.
Some were born to endless night. Oh, that gypsy. It nerves, didn't she? I expect you told Greta you loved her, too. The tragedy is, Michael, you don't know how.
You're just like my mum. You know everything about me, don't you? But Why was she never proud of me just once? Why she looks at me with those cold, cold eyes? Mother's the devil. She means nothing to me. You mean nothing to me. So what am I going to do with you? He seems to have an answer for everything.
Look, I know what you'd like to do, Michael, but you won't, will you? Because if you kill me, it will be like killing her, like killing your own mother.
In my end is my beginning. That's what they say, isn't it? My end. My beginning.
This Boxing Day, gather round for a very special event.
Now, nothing will stand in the way of this wedding.
The heartwarming Call the Midwife Christmas Special. This Boxing Day, 8:30 on ABC One.
Hey, Mike! What? I'll race you. Come on. Be careful, don't slip. Come on, faster. Right. Great. Right, Pete.
In my end is my beginning. That's what they say, isn't it? My end, my beginning.
I miss him so much.
On a chat with Robbie Heyman, remembering Pete and talking about our plans for the future.
Can't tell you how grateful we are.
I didn't do anything.
You risked your life.
Anyone would have done the same.
You're the best friend in the world, Mike. More than a friend.
Come on, mate.
One day I'll repay you. Something really special.
Well, when I first saw Ellie, insubstantial as a dream.
Are you thinking of buying?
Oh, it's out of my league, I'm afraid, madam.
Just passing through, are you?
Yes, madam.
Working, I imagine.
Driving an old couple around.
Yes, sir. It is such a lovely corner of the world, don't you think, Mr.
Rogers.
Marple, Jane Marple. I'm not from these parts either. I'm just staying with an old friend who's recently lost her husband.
Oh.
One can find it all too easy to lose touch.
I'm sure one can, madam.
There's really no need to call me madam.
Oh, no, sorry, madam. That's... there I go again.
Yes, this is an unhappy house, one hears.
In what way?
I'm not the person to ask, Mr. Rogers, but they do say that the gypsies have put a curse on it.
And why would they go and do a thing like that?
Well, it's all a superstition, of course. The locals take it very seriously. My old friend Marjorie, she insists on a brisk walk before luncheon. It's been so nice to meet you, Mr. Rogers.
Miss Marple?
Oh, Marjorie, I've just met the sweetest one.
A gypsy's curse. That was a new one. So I thought I'd take a peek. It wasn't a ruin I was looking at. It was my destiny. Gypsy's acre. I'd knock it down, build the most fantastic house, and there you'd have it. My future. Michael Rogers, country squire. Sounded good to me.
What are you up to?
Just having a look?
Thinking of buying?
Yes.
Chauffeur, are you?
That's right.
Best foot forward, Jane. The sooner we finish, the sooner we eat.
What's better than? Oh, tell me. What happened there?
The last owners died. All of them.
How?
You're out of your depth, sonny. Go back to Mummy.
Tell me.
Read your palm for sixpence.
Go on then. Hang on then. Gonna be rich, am I?
Every night and every morn, some to misery are born. Every morn and every night, some are born to sweet delight.
Sixpence for that? You're having a laugh.
Some are born to sweet delight. Some are born to
endless night.
But I had to put my dreams of Gypsy's Acre on hold and return to London. Turned my hand to lots of things, but never stuck at them. But I'm lazy and just sort of restless. All that war stuff, austerity, know your place. Time for a change, I reckon. I wasn't sure how. Then one day, time to kill, I found myself in Bond Street, so I thought I'd do a bit of window shopping. And something caught my eye. Now, he seemed a nice enough bloke, so I popped in and asked the price. 25 grand. I needed a stiff one after that. Thanks, man. Robbie. An architect?
Yes.
Always did have a bit of artistic bent.
What have you been up to?
What haven't I been up to? Stable boy, fruit picker, waiter, lifeguard.
Lifeguard?
I was a chauffeur for a while. Driving these pompous old gets around here and on the continent. Stinking rich they were. Forever looking down their noses. But I was nice as pie.
I can imagine.
Always ended up with a whacking great tip. It's a nasty cough you got there.
I'm not too clever.
You should get that scene too.
I haven't forgotten you now.
What?
Trying to save Pete.
Oh, that was ages ago. Get out of that.
I could build you a house. I know exactly what you like.
And do you know exactly how much I got in my post office savings?
One poor doesn't mean you have to stay poor.
Good old Robbie. Ever the romantic.
I'm serious.
It's a dream, mate. It's just a dream.
So, to the gentleman at the back. Now, ladies and gentlemen...
We can't keep you away, can we?
No, afraid not, Miss Knight.
Day off, is it?
I've moved on.
Oh, I was wondering where that smart uniform had gone.
I'm just a humble barman now.
Now, where were we? 2,950.
Gypsy's Acre still casting its spell, though.
The trouble is, when I want something...
Oh, and everyone has to be tenacious these days. Oh, a little cut and thrust for my liking.
The house didn't get sold, so I decided to take another look. And that's how I came to meet Ellie.